Yo, good morning, everybody. Your boy is tired. Been a long week, but hey, we here. Um, it's 8 o'clock or so, or it's almost 9. I don't know. But today, I just want to kind of take you along the garden as I do some work in here. Um, yeah, it'll be a good time. Okay, I'm gonna do work. I gotta prune tomatoes. I gotta go through the cabbages, see if any are ready. Also, get rid of the cabbage butterfly worm thing that has been plaguing us if I can. Got to hill up the tiny corn that's here. They're doing fantastic right now, but I gotta hill them up and then possibly fertilize them, but we'll see. I have to pick yellow wax beans and green beans, and then I need to check if the beets over there in the corner are doing okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, I might pull a carrot or two. I had some carrots yesterday. They were good. They were real good. Alright. Let's get down to business. I'm not gonna think, y'all. Let's do this. Alright, the first thing I'm doing today is pulling the komatsuna. Komatsuna was a disappointment, I would say. I hyped it up to y'all a lot. And because I thought it was cool. But truly was not that interesting. The taste is meh. Like, I'm not gonna use it over Swiss chard when I'm like cooking, so I don't really see the utility in cooking it when you're growing it for me. Additionally, it bolts, so you can see right here, that's the flower. So it's bolting right now, which is why I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna put this in the compost, and then, you know, that's how we're gonna use this part. Grew decent compost for us, which is nice, you know. Always have that. But yeah, it was kind of weak. I'm gonna leave some of it here. If it's not bolting yet, we can still use it for something. But just taking off the dead leaves, or the leaves that aren't gonna do much for us. quick guide to pruning for me. So as you've seen, this place is all covered up in green first, and then now you can see the fruits. Essentially, at this stage in the season, I'm still trying to take out the suckers, which are these things up here. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but they're essentially like little shoots that come off trying to produce new growth. We don't need that right now. And I'm also just trying to clear airflow. If you have good airflow around the tomatoes, you're gonna have better fruit set, and then like healthier in terms of ripening and whatnot. There's less chance for mold or other things to grow there. So the idea is just to increase the airflow around the plants by taking off a lot of this lower foliage that isn't getting sunlight anyways and is older. It doesn't photosynthesize at such a higher rate to produce for the plants, and you're redirecting the energy away from the leaves into the fruit. So yeah, that's the main goal of this stage of the season in mid-July of pruning. So one of the ways in which you can help tomatoes, and this is often found that tomatoes, they lack calcium in the soil, or they lack calcium in their fruits, and so you can have different impacts of that. When it flowers, and then you could get down here at the end, it's called blossom end rot. This will all turn brown at the bottom of it. We don't have that issue, but we are seeing some spots on the leaves. We're hoping it's not blight, but we'll see. So we have some eggshells. That's the natural source of calcium. Some eggshells down. Just grind it up. It could be from the store if you have chickens, whatever. Just grind the eggshells and grind it up, and that's a perfect way to apply calcium in your garden. So you can do that, and you just have to put it on top of the soil. Maybe dig it in a little bit, like that. Yeah, that would go all the way.
If you get to some that you think they can stay, the vertical ones especially. I'll do them.
Yeah, so I'm almost done with this. Essentially, I'm just building up the compost pile with the scraps that we got from the garden. So the pruning of the tomatoes, the processing of the onions, the red onions that I picked. Just building up the compost pile with green and brown. This is brown stuff, which is mostly carbon, and this is green stuff, which is mostly nitrogen. Those are the two main important parts of a compost pile. You want your green and your browns, and you want about I think it's like a 3-to-1 ratio of brown to green. I forget. And you just kind of want to layer it a little bit, and sometimes you mix it up a little bit like this, so that the bacteria that break down your compost, they have access to both the green and the brown, and that so the pile doesn't dry out too much. But yeah. And then the green bucket you saw me pour in, that was just scraps from the house. So yeah, that's about it. I also have like some weeds in here, the komatsuna I pulled, from the cauliflower I harvested. Those leaves, even though some of those leaves went to the chickens as well. So the idea is that like, hey, anything that we don't use in the garden, it all goes back into the soil to make compost, essentially. So that way we have almost a closed system. I mean, except for like the food that we eat or what we give away. It's a lot of everything goes back in, and then the leaves are just from the fall, like when all the trees around us, they give us the oak leaves, maple leaves. There are a few pine stuff in here. It's not my favorite, but it'll break down eventually. And then a huge part of this is also water. I don't have any water right now, but I'll water this later on because you want to make sure that the organisms have enough water to be able to do the work they need to do. That's a massive part of compost. So yeah, I just want to make sure you water your pile as well. Hey y'all, so that's been the video. You know, I'm about to head inside. Probably come out later in the afternoon. I need to think about when I'm gonna plant our kale seeds in the starts. Also thinking about our fall garden, since we're gonna get in there. So I gotta think about that, plan when I'm gonna plant those. But I'm kind of done outside for now. We did a lot. There weren't any beets that were ready, so I didn't show you all that. But otherwise, we did a lot. We got a lot done. Yeah, so that's a day when I go hard in the garden, when I like just really just like, okay, bet we got a grind today. It's not every day for me, especially at this time of year when you're kind of just waiting on things to be harvested, kind of like harvesting things, processing that, prepping soil. Yeah, so yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great rest of your Saturday. This will probably not come out today on Saturday, but enjoy yourself. Actually, my mother just gave me some things to feed to the chickens. So a whole bunch of like apple cores, maybe some lemons. I don't know if chickens can have lemons. I might take it out. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. Chickens are out. They're all afraid of me, or that black and white one is. These two are kind of cool. I lied. Run away, chickens. I got food for you, fools. See? Came right out. Just like that. Because these guys know. They know what's good. Man, relax. Ain't no worries out here. Relax, y'all. Alright, I'm going to put the camera down so I can put more in, but... It's food, y'all. Come back. All right, yo, I'm gonna head inside. We're gonna build a bigger clother for the chickens soon. Yeah, that's one way you can feed them. We don't have to buy feed sometimes. We have to give them the scraps from the house. They're loving the food right now. They're all out here actually right now. It's funny. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Have a great day. Stay safe out there.